Welcome back. I'm Kyle, GIVEPAUSE Hobby. This is my boomy room here at school. I'm on my prep and just wanted to record a quick timeout with GIVEPAUSE, tell you what's been going on, what's coming up, and before the weekend and everything, the whole schedule of me putting this thing out gets a little bit messed up. So first things first, kind of preempting the what's coming up, I am going to put deliberate effort into some of these things being a little bit more focused. My Poetic Elements are getting longer. My work with Jack at the Cardboard Herald and us having conversation, those are getting longer. And these have been getting longer too. So I don't know that I'm necessarily going to always have it be here in this room because A, the sound isn't great, and B, I don't always have opportunity like this where I can just do it at school. But C, it is kind of nice to do it on the table with the manuals, but we're trying something new. Just a quick, easier update for me to make, get up, and for those who are interested to see what's happened and what's coming up. So first up, Winding the Gears episode 1, Better Bot Project update. So my first episode of what I've been wanting to do for a while, kind of introducing people what the new January 19th update does for the Better Bot projects. That was awesome. Poetic Elements number 3, Small World, which I think was a particularly fun one. Sports with Kate made a triumphant return with Who's Who Sportsers, which is a blast. I can't wait to do more in that series. We already have some plans for that. More on that in a little bit. I made a faction flowchart. This video was put together for the 60-second root competition to celebrate the new Kickstarter and talking about the flowchart that I made last spring. Actually, it was a year ago from when I released the video about it, and just I posed it as a love letter to Root. Poetic Elements number 4, Root Marauder. So I reprised the poem but added more to it because I made a faction flowchart Kickstarter week eve, that Sunday night. So the Poetic Elements had a little coda about the details of the Kickstarter that we didn't know beforehand. So that was a lot of fun. Morning phase playthrough. So this is my my game that I made for Record Jam 2021, and it was a part of Solo But Not Alone, based off of Beck's Morning Phase album. This was supposed to be on a stream that fell through and didn't work out. So I made it. I have not posted it yet. I'll probably put it up on a week when I just can't get to anything else. I think it's pretty meaningful. It's a contemplative game that it's essentially, a longer teaching video. I already made a teaching video about the game. This is me showing you me actually playing it. So for those who are interested, that'll be, I think, a cool intro to the game, or second step intro. A Root playthrough. I haven't had one of those in a long time, and I got to play as the rats, which was awesome. I got to play with new Dummy Duchy, so it was the first time of a playthrough that was good that Dummy Duchy was a part of it, and then Mechanical Marquee Director's Cut, which, spoiler, I really like. So that was a ton of fun, and I highly suggest checking it out. Poetic Elements number 5, Pan Am. We love that game. Winding the Gears 2, Director's Cut. So I went through the original 4 in the Clockwork expansion, all the differences from the printed to the Director's Cut editions. Poetic Elements number 6, Century Golem Edition, or Golem Game, as my wife and I refer to it. Just put that one out today. And that will be, that was a lot of fun. Had some cool lighting because it was a pre-work morning that I recorded it. And then If Shelves Could Talk, number 2, that's coming out tomorrow, but getting a sneak peek. We're talking about favorite mechanisms in games with Jack from the Cardboard Herald again. So what's coming up? Trying to make things shorter. That's the overall thing that's coming up. Sports with Kate. I would love to get another one in. I have a couple of ideas of things to do. So I'm excited that I kind of broke the seal on that this past month, and we're both excited to do more. Table for Two idea, I still do want to put that together with Kate. Some smaller 2-player games so we can show off that we love. Root, I have a few ideas for Root. One, the What I Learned video. Now that I have done both of the Winding Gears, all of the factions so far, of me kind of going through and itemizing the specific solo rules and just the in general Root rules that I have learned over time that plagued me early on or medium or even late on that I have learned. Playing as the Badgers, I'm excited. We should be able to get a game in this weekend, and then I can actually kind of learn them a little bit because they're a little more complicated than the Rats. So I'd like to get a game in before I throw it up onto the camera. Rotating through to feature the new Otters, the new Lizards, and the other 3 Director's Cut factions. I've only played against the Cats so far, so I don't think it'll be a 1 per. I might do a game that involves multiples of them, but slowly but surely show off all of those new solo, faction content. And then this is a big one, a new show idea. So I have played 30 games of Root. Now, some of them are me piloting factions, just like watching the bots destroy each other, but including those, I've played 30 games of Root. And my idea for this new show is every time I get to 5 more games of Root, starting with this one, I'm going to record my top, like my rankings of factions to play, bots to play against, maps, and eventually once I get using them, the hirelings. So just going through, seeing how things change, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Kind of my pathway through Root from this point onwards. And then the last group, the maybes. So I'm kind of reorganizing how things are done, things I definitely want to get to are prioritizing up front, and just like this group of maybes. So those of you who have been watching these, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you know a couple that are in here. McKee, Tesla versus Edison, Dune Imperium, Age of Civilization I added last time, and also I added Deep Space D6 because I haven't played that in a little while, and I'm kind of having a hankering for it. So that's what's happened, what's coming up in a hopefully shorter time frame or package, and we will see you next time to see how many of those coming up actually turned into things that happen.